Thank you.
Well, welcome to the Voice Sports Network here on WellsCountyVoice.com. Also tonight on AdamsCountyVoice.com as the Jets take on the Raiders here in the second round of sectional number 44. Thank you for joining us tonight. Scott Mentor along with Sim Kipfer on the call for you. For you Southern Wells fans who are used to Kevin Sills on the call, Kevin is he's got other plans. I don't know what those other plans are. He's got other plans. So you're stuck with us tonight, and the good news or the bad news, depending on your perspective, it's not the first time they've been stuck with us.
That's right. Yeah, we were down in Indianapolis when they traveled to Indy. Did we lose our microphone?
I don't think so.
But yeah, we traveled down, watched them play down in Park Tudor, I believe that was.
Yep, that's right.
They came away with a victory in that game.
And Raiders have had a great season, 7-3. Let's talk about where they've been this year. They started out at Southwood, 26-6 win. They knocked off Fremont 49-7. Jay County 40-26. The Park Tudor game, which Sim just mentioned, 40-28. They did lose to Woodland 61-20. Woodland also in sectional action tonight, taking on Eastside. They fell to these Jets 21-0, fell to Heritage 21-18. Bounced back to pick up wins at South Adams 25-6, and last week they were at Union City. 56 points for the Raiders last week, 56-20 at Union City, and that's what brings them back here to Monroe, Indiana, to take on the Jets. Jets having a great season, 9-1, and well, this is just about as perfect as a season as you can get without being perfect. At Belmont, 21-20. At Eastside, 26-12. Indianapolis Broad Ripple, 63-19. They went to Jay County and took them out 43-7. Shut out the Patriots, 41-0. Took care of South Adams, 40-3. Shut out these Raiders, 21-0 at Southern Wells. Took out the Tigers at Bluffton, 23-0, and they just missed taking down the Woodland Warriors in a game. If you want to go back and watch a game, watch the archive of a game, go back to our broadcast of the Woodland Adams Central game. Just one of those ends of a ball game. Jets score a touchdown, down by 1. They could have opted for the extra point and take it into overtime, but they go for 2. They don't get it, but evidently a little bit of controversy where they actually crossed the line or not, but didn't get the call. Warriors come away with the conference title 21-20, but the Jets gave it all they had and just about pulled that game out. And, we called that game at Bluffton, and they handled the Tigers with relative ease.
Yeah, they did. They handled Bluffton pretty well. And this Adams Central team, they're strong. I mean, and even at the Bluffton game, Eicher wasn't playing, and I understand he will be playing tonight. So that just adds the Jets another, offense.
Well, that's good for him. Yeah. I mean, it's nice that we're going to see him back on the field because he's a fun kid, fun player to watch. So I'm kind of excited to see him on the football field. Raiders fans won't be that excited.
No, they won't be that excited to see Stephen Eicher out on the field.
But he's a good kid, and we're certainly glad that he's healthy again to play football. So, 9-1 taking on 7-3, and should be a good ball game tonight. We've got great weather tonight. Dalton Craig on the top of the press box for us, running the camera. We're going to take a quick break, thank a few sponsors, and be right back. This is the pregame show, sponsored by Billy Ann's Supper Pub.
Hi, this is Dale from the Voice Enterprises. For countless years, I struggled with back pain, and more often than not, the doctors would just prescribe pain meds, which would just dull the pain. It wasn't until I was referred to Indiana Physical Therapy that I truly experienced pain relief. The professionals at IPT showed me the correct exercises and stretches for my problems, and my back pain began to fade away, and as a result, my entire body began to feel better. Indiana Physical Therapy's highly trained professionals treat all types of injuries and ailments and accept all insurance. For more information on IPT or to schedule an appointment, call 824-0522 or visit indianapt.com.
What do you guys want to eat for supper tonight?
I want Paschetti.
I want Paschetti.
Paschetti's Italian restaurant, where yes, you can get spaghetti and so much more. Subs, sandwiches, burgers, calzones, pizzas, salads, and a whole menu full of Italian cuisine and desserts. Paschetti's restaurant is conveniently located at 229 West Market Street in Bluffton, and they're open for lunch 11 to 4, 7 days a week.
Fine, we'll go to Paschetti's, but I want some garlic knots.
Paschetti's, open Monday through Thursday 11 to 9, Friday and Saturday 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., and Sundays 11 to 8 p.m. Paschetti's Italian Restaurant, 229 West Market Street in Bluffton.
Hi, this is Brent Heidi of Heidi Chrysler in Bluffton. The good old days of shopping for a car. No high-pressure sales, people who knew your name, an owner on the premise who cared. You can still experience that at Heidi Chrysler. Instead of free hot dogs and gimmicky sales, you will find friendly, hassle-free salespeople who will help you to find the right Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, or Ram vehicle that fits your budget and lifestyle. Since 1975, we have been there for you after the sale with a service department that has consistently been awarded the 5-star award, the highest ranking Chrysler gives to its dealers. So if buying a car with no hassles and at the right price is more important to you than gimmicky sales and hot dogs, then stop by Heidi Chrysler today. You can find us on North Main Street in Bluffton, and when you do, you'll see that at Heidi Chrysler, our reputation means a great deal.
Scott Mentor and Sim Kipper live on the Voice Sports Network as the Raiders get set to take on the Jets here at Jet Stadium. Steve Yenser is 19-14 in his 3 years at Southern Wells. He's 26-46 in 7 years of head coaching experience. Michael Mosier in his 7th year here at Adams Central, overall record of 44-33. Sagarin tonight as the Jets coming in with a rating of 62.44. They are 5th in Class 1A. Southern Wells, 42.8. They're 17th in Class A. Class 1A. Raiders defeated Union City 56-20. The Jets knocked off Westdale 40-0. Versus common foes, the Raiders are 3-2. The Jets are 4-1. And the difference there is both teams lost to Woodland. Against the Jets, barely lost to Woodland by 1 right at the last second. Raiders lost to Woodland by about 40. But did put up a few touchdowns against Woodland.
One of the few schools to do that this year.
That's right. And then the other difference in that versus common foes is the Raiders lost to Heritage. Adams Central shut out Heritage. But, at some point in time, Heritage switched quarterbacks. And if you remember, we saw the freshman Kanapke behind center in the Bluffton game. And he didn't start the season behind center. So I'm not sure who the Jets saw when they faced Heritage. So that might have been a little bit of a different Heritage team back then. But still, they shut them out. Last meeting was the Jets 21-0 again. That was back earlier in the year. Sagarin prediction tonight, Jets by 10, 31-21. Winner of this game will take on the winner of Tri-Central, who's 10-0, at Monroe Central, 8-2. And if you want to look forward to the Sagarin ratings, Tri-Central, who's 10-0, only has a rating of 53. So the Jets, if they advance tonight, even though they're going to go up against a 10-0 Tri-Central team, probably come out about a 10-point favorite in that ball game, according to Sagarin. So that just gives you some indication of how tough this Jets team is. We've got about 3 minutes until we get this football game underway. Other games going on tonight across the Voice Sports Network. Woodland is at home taking on Eastside. New Haven at home taking on Dwenger. Leo at home taking on Fort Wayne Southside. And right now, I got to believe Woodland and Leo pretty heavy favorites tonight to get through to their sectional final. New Haven, Dwenger, I don't know, could be could be tough. I personally don't see New Haven getting by Dwenger
I don't see New Haven getting by Dwenger either as much as it will be a good game, but I think Dwenger's just going to be a little too strong for him.
So those games also live tonight on the Voice Sports Network. If you want to go back, check out the archives of this game immediately after this game is over, because you would never want to leave Simoni's call, no matter what this score is. Teams are coming out to midfield for the opening toss, as Dalton right on top of that.
You know, look, the field's in really good shape for being this late in the year.
Yeah, it really is.
I was looking at it earlier, and I can remember years ago that, this late in the year, this field didn't quite look this well.
So just getting ready for the coin toss here, and it looks like Southern Wells has won the toss. They'll elect to receive. So the Raiders will get the football first. Let's give you quickly the First Bank of Bern starting lineup for the Southern Wells Raiders offensively. This is what they'll look like. Bryce Bonawit will be behind center. The running backs, typically the Raiders will feature a 3-back set. They'll go with Gavin Barkus, Seth Trissel, and Cody Bass. Evan Huffman will be the tight end. Across the line, it'll feature the following linemen: Grant Harris, Elijah Barkell, Hunter Schreiber, Nick Roberts, and Russell Plumere. And at the wideout position, it'll be number 87, Keaton Coleman. So that's the Raiders' offensive starters. We'll give you the Jets' defensive starters as we move throughout the ballgame. And so 45 seconds and counting to get this ballgame underway. Jets hosting the Raiders, looking for a ticket to the Sectional 44 sectional final here live on the Voice Sports Network. Is tonight Halloween? Or is that tomorrow?
No, Sunday is Halloween.
Sunday's Halloween? All right. So
I think a lot of the trick-or-treating is tomorrow night, and it's supposed to pour down rain.
Is it?
So it'll be a little bit of a downer for the kids.
Well, if it does rain, we know one place you can go. You can go to the First Church of Christ, and they'll have trunk and treat
indoors.
Indoors. So if you get rained out, head down to Spring Street, First Church of Christ. And there's the kick, line drive kick, and fielded at the 15. And trying to get to the 20, but he's going to be knocked a little bit short.
Cody Bass took that kick was rather going end for end, was sort of going side to side. And
kickoff by the Jets, number 14, Skylar Douglas, a junior. And this is not a good spot in the field for me. I'm just saying. All right, here we go. Jets 1st and 10. We'll call it at the 20. Bonawit under center. They'll put a man in motion. And Bonawit's going to keep it himself, looking for some blockers. Cuts inside, crosses the 25 to the 26. So good first down yardage for Bonawit. Pickup of about 5. Should set up 2nd down and 5. First offensive set of the night. It's a long, call it 4. 2nd down and 6.
We're going to see a lot of running by both of these teams.
Well, that's what we said against the Jets, but I think you
passed
saw
the whole
more
second
passing
half,
against Jets than you ever saw in your history.
Yeah.
Kind of a wishbone set for the Raiders. And Bonawit again, but he's drugged down for a short gain. And that's going to bring up 3rd down and a long 3, short 4. So again, in the backfield, the starters should be Barkus, Bass, and Trissel. Coleman will be wide on the far side. Backs in the eye with a wing right, and they'll hand off to the second back through, and he's going to go nowhere. So Barkus with no gain, and the Raiders are going to have to bring their punt unit out. So 3 and out for the Raiders.
The Jets have to be happy with that defensive stop there.
Oh, absolutely.
Wellman had a couple good tackles, and then they stopped Barkus trying to come up the middle.
Hunter Bates back deep. Well, not that deep. He's standing on his own 44 right now. Good snap. Some pressure on, and we're going to get a flag on the play. So hold everything. Penalty flag on the play. As the punter, there was contact with the punter. They're going to talk about it, whether he was blocked into the kicker or not. And it looks like he may pick this up. Yep, he's going to pick it up. That's probably the right call.
Yeah, it was. He definitely got shoved into the punter.
So Bates was brought down at the 45. So Jets with good field position to open up their first set of the night. And see what the Jets offense can do against this Raider defense. Andrew Hammond is the starting quarterback for the Jets. Double wing set, and they'll hand off to the halfback, and he's chopped down after maybe a yard gain. Hunter Bates on the carry. Short gain, maybe a half a yard. It's going to be second down and a generous 9. So second down and 9. Same formation, kind of that double wing set with a receiver wide on the near side. And Hammond kept it. Looked like he was going to get stopped right at the line of scrimmage, but somehow.
Yeah, he shot through that hole and gained about 2 or 3 more yards.
And that's a big pickup, because now you're looking at second or third down and what?
About 3.
About 3. And this is maybe 4-down territory, depending on how aggressive the Jets want to be. So 3rd and 3. Just across midfield at the Raiders' 48. They'll put a man in motion, and they'll hand off to the halfback. Bates will pick up the first down and more, trying to get to the outside, but brought down by Bonnewood on the far side of the field. But that will move the sticks. First down for the Jets. So 1st and 10 Jets. Number 8 Stahl is wide on the near side. And they'll hand it off to the man in motion, looking for some room, but good penetration by the Raiders, and I think that's Eicher on the carry.
Yeah, it looks like he lost a yard, though.
And if I think back to that Bluffton game, when they put that wing in motion, boy, a high percentage of the time the ball ended up in the hand of the man in motion.
Yep. And he gained a lot of yards.
He gained a lot of yards, is right. Second down and 11 after loss of 1. They'll go straight up the middle. Bates with the carry. Get a couple yards, but this is going to bring up 3rd down and long. 3rd and 9 for the Jets. And
we might see a passing attack here from the Jets.
You might.
But I would think at this point you're definitely in 4-down territory.
Yep, I think so too. Stahl will come out wide on the near side. They haven't gone in the air yet. They'll put the man in motion. They will pitch to the man in motion. And the Raiders with another nice open field tackle. It's going to be 4th down, and we'll see if the Jets go on 4th down. It looks like they're going to bring the punt unit out and play it safe early on. Try to pin the Raiders back. And you know what, Tim? I think this is a good call. You know, they got the Raiders out, 3 and out on that last drive, and if they can pin them deep.
I agree. If it would be 4th and 2, 4th
right,
and 3, you go
4th and 7.
Yeah, that's a tough one to pick up.
Barkus and Trissel awaiting the Jets punt. And a high kick. And it takes a nice Jets bounce, and they'll get exactly what they were looking for. Down inside the 10 and around the 9. Nice job by the Jets special team. And the Raiders will have 90-plus yards in front of them on their second set of the night. They'll mark it at the 7. So here comes the Raiders. They'll put a man in motion, and Bonowit's going to drop back to pass, throws into the flat, and no one. A little miscommunication there.
Yeah, he threw it right over Cody Bass's head, and I think Cody was expecting it, but it wasn't where he was at.
Wow, boy, I'm a little surprised. Raiders throwing basically out of their end zone.
That's a dangerous pass.
Raiders, another team not known to put the ball up in the air very often. Second down and 10. And they'll go wide on the far side. 3-back set. And Bonowit will keep it himself on the option. And a nice pickup. It gets across the 15 to about the 16. And but it's going to be third down after the first down incompletion. About an 8-yard pickup, third down and a short 2. 6:40 to go here in the first. No score. Raiders were 3 and out in their first set. As were Jets pick up 1 first down on their first set. Third down and 2. And looks like the Raiders will pick up the first down. I didn't see who handled the football.
Been Cody Bass, I think, had that one. Bass or Trissel, I couldn't really tell.
So the first down for the Raiders tonight, 1st and 10. Just over 6 minutes to go. They'll keep it on the ground. And maybe a couple on that carry. Gavin Barkas gets it across the 20 to about the 23. We'll give them 3. We'll call it second down and 7. So right now the defense on both squads has shown up early. Wishbone set for the Raiders. Hand off to the near back, and he rumbles, bumbles, stumbles to a first down.
Well, they tripped him up. He had a lot of green past him if he could have kept his balance going through there.
But he kept his balance long enough to pick up the first. So 1st and 10 Raiders as they get the ball out from the shadows of their goalpost. Out to their own 33, 1st and 10. Zach Biddle is your wideout here on the near side. Wishbone set. And they'll keep it on the ground, get it out to about the 35. Couple yard pickup should bring up second down and 5. Or second down and 8, excuse me. That was Bass on the carry. .427 to go in the first. We've had 1 incomplete pass. Everything else has been on the ground. It'll be wide on the far side. Wishbone set. Bonowit looking over the Jets defense. And handoff on the, well, no, Bonowit kept it. And he's going to be dropped in the backfield. I thought he handed off.
I did too. on that first back through, I thought.
Yep.
And I think he went to roll this way, and the Jets were having none of that.
Well, that's going to put the Raiders in a difficult third down position. 3rd down and 9 now. All right, here we go. 3rd and 9 for the Raiders. Will they put it up in the air? And they will. Bonnewood back to pass. Has a man open, complete, but it's not going to be enough for a first down. Barkus with the reception.
But yeah, he's a couple yards short.
And what are they going to do here? Looks like they're going to bring out the punt unit. Evan Huffman out to punt the ball away for the Raiders. Takes a little bit of a Raiders bounce, but picked up. And Bates picked it up and gets it back out to about the 34, and that's where the Jets will start. Well, maybe a little bit of a moral victory for the Raiders. They got a couple first downs. They changed the field position a little.
Yeah, they didn't give the ball up, down deep where they had to punt away, and the Jets could start inside Raider territory. So
Jets football, double wing set, single back. And Bill Hammond will drop back, pressure on, gets away from it, now picks up a head of steam, gets to the outside, and drugged down. After about a 14-yard pickup, Hammond. I'm not sure if that was a design play where it was going to kind of fake drop and back, kind of a quarterback draw sort of situation, or whether he just saw
No, I think he was running for his life and found an opening. So
I'm just giving the coaches the benefit of the doubt. Come on. I'm saying they drew that up.
Well, okay, we'll go with that.
1st and 10 from the Jets 49. And Bates with the carry, and about 6 Raiders drag him down, but he's going to pick up about 4 or 5 yards. So good first down pickup for Bates. Give him 5, 2nd down and 5. Aaron Carr checks in. All right, Sim, I think this is the first. They'll have Carr wide on the near side. Stahl is lined up tight, but they'll keep it on the ground and dodging his way through the Raiders' defense.
Bates, yeah, I think he might have picked up another first down.
That's going to be real close if he didn't get it. And they're going to mark it just a little short.
Yep.
3rd down and a fraction of a yard. Ball at the Raider 42.
Yeah, I bet if they measured that, you're looking at a couple of chain links there.
Hand off to Bates, and he'll twist his way to a first down.
Yeah, I think the initial hit on Bates was behind the line, but he was able to fall forward and get that.
So another first down for the Jets. Hammond, Bates up the middle, breaks a tackle, gets to the outside. He looking for the sideline and is going to get pushed out. inside the 10. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Jets.
If he'd have went out a yard quicker, he could have got the first down, as we've been always saying all year long.
That's right. So. Fall at the 11. Always fall at the 11. I will never be a football coach, but I would have a drill on how to fall at the 11.
If you're not going to make it to the end zone, go out of bounds at the 11.
1st and goal for the Jets. Hand off to Bates up the middle. Breaking tacklers. Spun down by Bonawit near the 1 or 2 yard line.
Yeah, Bonawit and Gerber were able to keep him out of the end zone.
So Hunter Bates right now doing the bulk of the damage on the ground for the Jets. And they are knocking at the door. 2nd and 2 with the clock running out of the first quarter. 2nd and goal from the 2. Bates again looking for the signal. Touchdown, Jets. And the Jets strike first with 3.6 seconds to go in the first quarter. Hunter Bates punches it in. And the Jets have taken a 6-point lead. Douglas out for the extra point. The snap, the hold, the kick is up. And kick is good. And with 3.6 seconds to go here in the first quarter, it is Jets 7, Raiders nothing under Subway scoreboard. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
This is your moment. Explore the University of St. Francis. Known for our quality academic options and dedicated professors who practice in their fields, you will discover the perfect program to fit your interests and goals. Hands-on experience with internships, clinicals, and co-ops makes a USF education a great value and investment into your future. Apply now at sf.edu. We are seeking applicants for $15 million in scholarships this year. This is your moment. Believe.
At First Bank of Bern, you can depend on us to make personal banking easy. That's right, easy. With free online banking, a free bill pay service, a free Visa check card, free mobile banking, and of course convenient locations and ATMs. Actually, our employee-owned community bank has been making life easier for our customers since 1891. It's what generations of folks have come to expect. For personal banking, you can depend on us to make it easy. First Bank of Bern. Bern, Bluffton, Decatur, Kokomo, Peru, Portland, and Van Wert. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
7-0 Jets as we've got just 3 seconds left in the first quarter. And Douglas will kick it off with his Jets up by a touchdown. Bonawit fields it about the 10, 15, 20, looking for blocking, gets a little bit of blocking help and gets it out close to the 35. And that will end the first quarter of play. At the end of the first quarter, Subway scoreboard reads Jets 7, Raiders nothing. We'll be back.
Hotcakes, Better by Design, 2829 East State Road 124 in Bluffton, is a leader in custom screen-printed t-shirts and embroidered apparel. Hotcakes is a company that focuses on taking care of their customers efficiently while offering superior custom garments at an affordable price. Hotcakes handles every step of the design from start to finish in their state-of-the-art production facility. Custom-printed t-shirts are a great way to promote your business or club, and the pros at Hotcakes Better by Design will help you with the perfect design. Hotcakes Better by Design on State Road 124 in Bluffton. T.W. Fable, a modern American restaurant, is located inside the clubhouse at Timber Ridge Golf Course at 2330 East, 250 North in Bluffton. You can enjoy a fine dining experience Tuesday through Thursday, 5 to 9, Friday and Saturday, 5 to 10. Kitchen closes 1/2 hour prior to lounge. If you're looking for a great spot to have lunch, visit 250 Grill to enjoy some sandwiches, wraps, salads, and appetizers. T.W. Fable Restaurant, 2330 East, 250 North at Timber Ridge Golf Course. Reservations recommended by calling 260-353-1360. The new Kaler Nickel Foundation Family YMCA.
Welcome back. We go to the second quarter of play. 1st and 10 Raiders after the Jets touchdown. And in the backfield is a bunch of Jets, and I think they've stripped the football. And it looks like it's going to stay with the Raiders after a loss of 3, 2nd down and 13.
Yeah, the Jets almost took that handoff. They were so far back in the backfield.
Second down and 13. Just entering the second quarter of play. And a keeper by Bonowit goes nowhere. The Jets defense right now looking for a 3 and out. If you want to tweet us, we can put your tweet up on our broadcast screen. Just send a comment, or if you got a score update from around the area. It's #VoiceSports, #VoiceSports. Send us a tweet. And you may see your tweet up on our broadcast screen. 3rd down and 11. Bonowit drops back. Rolling right. He's going to pull it down, keep it himself, and he's going to be dropped short of the first down. About the 40. And the Raiders are going to have to punt this football away. Boy, right now you just feel the momentum starting to build for the Jets.
Yep. You know, score a touchdown, then you hold them to a 3 and out. They should have pretty good field position after this punt.
Bates standing at the 35. Gets the punt away, and it's going to take a Jets bounce. The Raiders will down it at the 34, and that's where Adams Central will start their next possession. So again, if you have any scores that you can tweet us, just hashtag it with #VoiceSports. #VoiceSports. And we also would love you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Once we hit a certain threshold of subscribers, we could start to offer you some more features through YouTube. So we encourage you to do that. All you got to do is click the subscribe button. And Hammond is going to roll right, looking to throw. Has a man threaded a pass. Complete.
Aaron Carr. That was a good snag. That was a sort of a low throw.
Pick up a 6. It's going to be 2nd down and 4. And up the middle handoff. Bates picks up another Jets first down. Well, yep, first down. At their own 45. Seven 0 Jets. We're in the second. Boy, breaking tackles. Number 31, Bailey Hurst. And these Jets backs, Sim, are running hard tonight.
They're running hard. They keep their feet going. They never give up until they hit the ground.
Stahl brings in the play from the sidelines. Split out wide on the near side. 2nd down and 6. Liker in motion. They'll hand off to Bates. Bates gets sideways and picks up about 4 or 5 yards. It's going to be 3rd down and short. 3rd and 3 for the Jets. Boy, this is a big down right here, Sim.
You're borderline fourth down.
You're borderline line four down territory. If they pick up, they get it even close to a first down, you probably go for it. If you can hold them to no gain, maybe they punt. And Bates again, and I think he got it.
Boy, it's going to be real close.
Well, they got the left foot placement,
Yeah.
which means they're going to be short by a fraction of a yard. And that's close enough to go.
It's pretty tough to stop these backs in the backfield.
Yes, it is. So 4th and a fraction of a yard. You won't see anything fancy here. Probably going to Bates. And they'll give it to Bates. He'll pick up the first. And they will keep the drive alive.
Yeah, they don't try and gain 10 yards on 4th and short. They just want the first down, just keep moving.
Hey, we got a score update from Woodland. Eastside has taken the early lead against Woodland, 7-0 Blazers over the Warriors at the end of the first quarter. 1st and 10 here for the Jets. And Hurst, all kinds of room, still on his feet. Farkas cuts his legs out from underneath him, but not before he picks up a first down and more. Bailey Hurst. And the Jets on the move. Well, Sam, we were up at that Eastside game last week as they took on the Tigers, and Eastside showed some pretty good things that night.
They did. They're going to they'll give Woodland a run tonight.
Eicher with the carry, looking for some room, stutter steps, waiting for his blocks. They never develop. And Eicher is going to lose a couple, and Steffen's not had a big night so far. Couple of carries, I think he's lost a yard or two on each.
He hasn't been able to get it going.
Loss of 1, it'll be 2nd down and 11, ball on the 24. 6:24 to go in the first half, 7-0 Jets. And Hammond will go inside to Bates. Bates will pick up about 3. Second down and 7. Or 3rd down and 7, I should say. Give them 4 on the carry. 3rd and 7. Easy 4-down territory. And a pitch out. Bates flag on the play. And that's in a spot where it's typically holding.
It's probably going to come back.
Sim, I'm going to throw this over to you for just a second as I figure out an issue here.
Hammond out of the shotgun, his back split beside him. 2 receivers near side, 1 far side, drops back, throws it downfield, caught by Luke Varro. First down Jets on 3rd and long. Looks like the ball's at the 13-yard line. Play comes in, Jets break the huddle. I'm behind the post like you were on the other side here now. Hammond's up under center. Receivers split each side. Oh, Bates got hit hard right at the line of scrimmage. Falls forward for maybe one. It'll be 2nd and 9 from about the 12. I mean, that hit just stood Bates up as he went through that hole. Jets break the huddle. Hammond's up under center, has a receiver split each side, sort of in their little power set. Bates up the middle, stuttered through and down to maybe the 6-yard line. Grant Harris with the tackle. 3rd and 4 maybe from the 6-yard line.
Well, folks, we got a little trouble with our scoreboard, so we will go without for a little bit. 3rd down and 4. We'll try to maybe fix that at halftime. And we got a timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout and be right back.
It's not always about speed. It's not always about sponsors. It's not always about glamour. It's about getting the job done right. No matter what you have to push, pull, or move, New Holland and your local dealers are ready to help you finish like a champion. New Holland.
The new Kaler Nickel Foundation Family YMCA, 550 West Desmond Road in Bluffton, is now open and invites you to stop by and take a tour of the new facility. When you join the Y, you're not just a member of a facility, you're part of a community, surrounded by friends as well as caring and knowledgeable staff. Here are just a few of the benefits of joining the Y. Professionally trained staff support, the opportunity to bring guests, plus various youth programs. You don't want to miss.
3:39 to go in the first half, 7-0 Jets, but they've got a 3rd down and 4 from the 6. Eicher in motion, up the middle, diving for the end zone, looking for the sign, but they're going to say his knee was down. But just like we teach them, they get a first down.
First down, that's right. Now they got 4 shots from 1 yard.
Obviously, someone was listening to us up here. You always fall down just outside the 10 so you can get that first down inside the 3. So they get 4 shots at it, and the way they've been running tonight, I don't think it's going to take 4. Hammond's going to keep it himself, follows his blockers in. Touchdown, Jets. Jets, 13-0, waiting for the extra point.
Makes it 13-0. Ty Doug will come on to attempt the extra.
Douglas will come on to try to put the Jets up by 14.
13-0, Adams Central. 3:14 to go here first half.
The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and looks good from here. It is 14-0 on your Subway scoreboard. 3:14 to go in the first half. We'll take a timeout, and we'll be back.
Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
Live life to the fullest at Adams Woodcrest Villas and Apartments. Make new friends and take part in educational, inspirational, and just plain fun activities. Enjoy the best in maintenance-free independent living. Enjoy life at Adams Woodcrest Villas and Apartments in Decatur.
Welcome back to the Voice Sports Network. We're live on WellsCountyVoice.com and AdamsCountyVoice.com. 14-0 Jets as they get set to kick off to the Raiders. Well, you just get the sense that, boy, the Raiders have got to score on this possession. Down by 14. They haven't had much offense all night long. End-over-end kick deep. Takes them all the way back to the edge of the goal line. But got a little bit of head of speed in front of him, but he's going to be dropped at, what, about the 25?
24-25, yeah.
That was a good kickoff. You don't see many high school kickoffs.
I'm surprised they didn't let it go into the end zone.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But you're right. The Raiders have to do something here. They can't hardly go into halftime down 14-0 with the Jets getting the ball.
Well, and you can't go
half.
3 and out here because I think the Jets have got 2 timeouts left, and you give them another shot before halftime, and the Jets are going to get the ball to open up the second half. So a couple-yard pickup for the Raiders. 2nd down and 8. That was Trissel on the carry. Second down and 8. Double wing. Bonawit will keep it himself, and Bonawit almost lost it.
That was close.
I think he would have been down anyway, but I mean, nobody made contact with him.
No, that's true. Yeah, he probably would have been, but that's still a scary. You know, if you're a Raider there to watch that ball bouncing around like
Bryce,
that.
And you see that ball bouncing around, you're a little nervous. 3rd down and 3. Boy, big 3rd down. Raiders really want to pick this up, if nothing else, just to run the clock out for the bulk of the half. And running hard, working towards it, and I don't know if he got it.
Boy, that's going to be close.
Well, I think he got the favorable left foot placement,
but
I don't know that it's enough.
If it has to touch the 35, I think he's about 2 inches short.
They'll come out and measure. See if Dalton's on top of it for us. And he'll stretch it out, and it's going to be short. He's got to get to the middle of that line.
So 4th and a half a foot.
I think they're going to talk about it. Timeout. We'll be back.
Is changing the way you think about pizza with their Flavor of Now menu. With over 2 billion combinations of new ingredients, crusts, and sauces, you can customize your pizza and take it where pizza has never gone before. But don't stress, all the old-time favorites are still available. At Pizza Hut, it's everything you've always loved about pizza and more. Order online now at pizzahut.com or download our mobile app. Pizza Hut.
Well, welcome back. The Raiders are going to go for it. 4th down and a fraction of a yard. They need to pick it up. And all kinds of flags go off.
I think the whole offensive line went before the ball was snapped.
Well, now the punt unit's going to come out. That's tough. That's if you're a Raiders fan, that's a tough penalty because right now you're looking at minute 40. Jets standing at their own 45. They've got a couple of timeouts to work with. Probably can't keep it on the ground the whole drive. But not a good punt. That's going to go out of bounds. He's going to net about 10 yards on that punt. And the Jets, with 1:35 left in the half, a great chance to tack on some more points. So, boy, a couple of plays back-to-back that have really hurt the Raiders. And, they showed in that Bluffton game they can put the ball up in the air.
They can. They can pass the ball. Hammonds, he impressed me in the Bluffton game. He completed a lot of passes in that second half.
So the Jets with 1:35 to work with, 2 timeouts at the Raider 39. And to the outside, and good first down yardage. And that should stop the clock to move the chains. Now, if you're the Jets, you want to get to the line in a hurry, because once those chains get set, they'll start the clock back up. And they do. Pretty efficient getting back to the line. Wide to the near side. They're going to keep it on the ground. Good blocking in front. Hurst spinning, still on his feet. Barkas dragging him. It's a first down. I don't think he got out of bounds.
I don't think he did. Nope, they're starting the clock
they're starting
again.
to right back up again. So 1:05 left. Remember, they've got 2 timeouts. 1st and 10 from the 17. Raiders trying to go up by 3 touchdowns right before halftime. Handoff. Hurst will walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Douglas will come back out to attempt the extra point. Nobody near him, Sim. It looked like a few plays we've seen against the Tigers late in the season.
He just, there's a hole. You could drove a truck through that. So
kick is up, and it is way good. And with 53 seconds left to go in the half, Jets 21. Raiders nothing. We will be back.
We listen.
And we help.
Behavioral health at Adams Memorial Hospital. Supportive so you're healthy in every way. We react.
And we heal.
Emergency services at Adams Memorial Hospital. Responsive so you're healthy in every way.
It's not always about speed. It's not always about sponsors. It's not always about glamour. It's about getting the job done right. No matter what you have to push, pull, or move, New Holland and your local dealers are ready to help you finish like a champion. New Holland.
Welcome back. We've got 53 seconds to go. Raiders will get the ball back, but they find themselves down by 3 touchdowns. 21-0 Jets. And another good kickoff. Fielded at the 6, dropped, picked up. And gets it out to the 25. And you know what? I don't think the Jets used any of their timeouts on that drive at all. So they're still sitting with 2 timeouts, 46 seconds to go.
They had a couple quick first downs and then that scamper into the end zone. So
see what the Raiders have to do. I'm sure they just want to get off the field and get into the locker room right now. I'd let that clock Well, the clock's not running right now, so it doesn't matter. Bonawit with the keeper. 36 seconds left. Look like the Jets are not going to use their timeout, so just let the time run out. And Raiders do not even have to run a play here. Well, nope, they do not have to run a play. And you know what? I wouldn't.
Yeah, I'm not sure I would either.
I would just let the clock run out. But they will run a play. They'll keep it on the ground. Trissel with the carry. 5 seconds on the clock.
All their backs are the same size. Their numbers are 20, 22, and 25.
It is a first down, but there's 5 seconds left. Hey, folks, listen, we've got a little bit of hiccup on our scoreboard, so we're going to go off the air briefly when we go to halftime. We'll come right back on. That is halftime, 21-0 Jets. We'll be right back in a few minutes with your halftime report. Stay with us. We're going to go off briefly, and we'll be right back.
A modern American restaurant is located inside the clubhouse at Timber Ridge Golf Course at 2330 East, 250 North in Bluffton. You can enjoy a fine dining experience Tuesday through Thursday, 5 to 9, Friday and Saturday, 5 to 10. Kitchen closes 1/2 hour prior to lounge. If you're looking for a great spot to have lunch, visit 250 Grill to enjoy some sandwiches, wraps, salads, and appetizers. T.W. Fable Restaurant, 2330 East, 250 North at Timber Ridge Golf Course. Reservations recommended by calling 260-353-1360.
Troxel Equipment offers a full line of John Deere equipment. Troxel Equipment features a large inventory of all makes and models of pre-owned equipment that has been well maintained and ready for service. Most of Troxel's pre-owned equipment was traded in from owner-operators. Be sure to ask about our certified pre-owned units. Troxel Equipment has the ability to customize your financing, lease, or installment contracts to meet your cash flow needs. Visit any of our 3 locations in Bluffton, Huntington, or Wabash, or check out our website for our inventory of new and pre-owned equipment. Troxel Equipment, the dealership you can trust.
Pizza Hut is changing the way you think about pizza with their Flavor of Now menu. With over 2 billion combinations of new ingredients, crusts, and sauces, you can customize your pizza and take it where pizza has never gone before. But don't stress, all the old-time favorites are still available. At Pizza Hut, it's everything you've always loved about pizza and more. Order online now at pizzahut.com or download our mobile app. Pizza Hut Flavor of Now menu at your local Pizza Hut in Bluffton. The new Kaler Nickel Foundation Family YMCA, 550 West Desmond Road in Bluffton, is now open and invites you to stop by and take a tour of the new facility. When you join the Y, you're not just a member of a facility, you're part of a community, surrounded by friends as well as caring and knowledgeable staff. Here are just a few of the benefits of joining the Y. Professionally trained staff support, the opportunity to bring guests, plus various youth programs. You don't want to miss out on all your local YMCA has to offer. To learn more, visit fwymca.org.
He shoots, he scores, it's out of here. He could go all the way.
That's the reaction you'll get when you get her a gift of fine jewelry from Daniel's Jewelers in Bluffton.
Hi, this is Dan and Jane from Daniel's Jewelers, and we want you to score big. We have beautiful diamond pendants, rings, and earrings, including diamonds in motion. These pieces, powered by her heartbeat, are awesome.
Check out our fun jewelry. Stainless steel jewelry by SteelX, Jewel Pops by Chameleon, Angelica bracelets made from recycled metals, and our newest, convertibles by Lestage.
We offer ring sizing done on premise, and the first sizing is free when you purchase your ring from Daniels.
Okay, guys, best of all, free gift wrapping.
Win big. See you at Daniels Jewelers in Bluffton on State Road 1 north of Lowe's. Open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 6, and Saturday, 9:30 to 4.
Great. I've got to walk by dresses, then hosiery, then women's fine clothing. Where are the men's clothes?
Men, does this sound familiar? Avoid the women's department altogether by going to Masterson's Incorporated Store for Men. You heard right, a store for men. At Masterson's in Bluffton, you'll find famous make clothing like Palm Beach, Calvin Klein, Lauren, Van Heusen, and shoes by Johnson Murphy, Florsheim, and Dockers. Masterson's also has tuxedo rental and is the Boy Scout and Cub Scout distributor for the area.
Wow, look at this. A store just for men.
Masterson's Store for Men, 127 West Market Street.
Welcome back to the Voice Sports Network. We got a couple other score updates, actually one score update. Woodland has just scored on a fake punt. They still trail Eastside 13-7 with 5 minutes left in the second quarter. So Woodland down by 6, and only because they scored on a fake punt.
That's not a familiar position for the Woodlands team this year.
It is sure not. So the East Side Blazers looking for the upset tonight, up by 6, 13-7 with 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Here is 21-0. We have gone to halftime. Your scoring summary. Bates on a two-yard run. Bates from 2 yards out. With 3.6 seconds left in the first, the PAT was good. They led 7-0. Hammond from 1 yard out with 3:14 left to go in the second. PAT was good, 14-0. And very quickly thereafter, Bailey Hurst, 17 yards, 53 seconds. PAT good for the third time by Douglas. 21-0 Jets. And, boy, Sim, if you're a Raiders fan, you got to be pretty worried at this point. Your offense isn't doing much. The Jets scored twice in the last 4 minutes of the first half. And they, on that last possession, scored easily.
And quickly. You know, 2 first downs and then a 17-yard run into the end zone, basically 3 plays. You know, they had another 7 points on the ground, or on the board. So,
and all the momentum right now is favoring the Jets. And Raiders just have not gotten anything going, and we really haven't even seen the Jets' passing attack yet. Which we didn't think existed prior to the Bluffton game.
Well, at least I didn't think
we
existed.
Learned of it in the second half. And the last time these two teams met, the game finished 21-0. It's 21-0 now. We're just at halftime. And the Jets in very good position to go to a sectional final next week. And they will face either Monroe Central or Tri-Central. Tri-Central 10-0. But again, if you look at the Sagarin ratings, which takes strength of schedule into account, Jets come in with just about 10-point advantage over Tri-Central. So right now, if you're a Jets fan, things are feeling pretty good.
Yeah, they're very comfortably in control of this game right now. They can pretty much do what they want to do in the second half. You know, the Raiders are going to have to come out and stop them starting the second half.
That's right, because the Jets are going to
get the ball.
Now, if Jets get the football and score again, now you're looking at four
scores. Yeah, that's going to be pretty tough.
It just might be good night.
I'm not sure anyone has 4 scores against the Jets all year,
well,
do they?
I mean, that's a good point. And let's just look that up because let me click the right button here. They are averaging, giving up 8 points a contest. Belmont did put up 20. Of course, Woodland put up 20. So, yeah, nobody's put up 4 scores so far. Ripple, Indianapolis Broad Ripple, which I know nothing about, put up 19. So
they've only given up 21 points all year one time, and that was to Woodland.
Right. And they're up by 21 right now. So
they're sitting pretty good right now.
Jets average 34 points per game. They give up 8. So, again, they knocked off Belmont. Now, think about that. Belmont right now is in the second round of sectionals. And I think the score updates that we were hearing,
I think they're ahead.
They're ahead of Concordia. That's who they're playing tonight. So that's a pretty good Belmont team that this Jets team knocked off in week 1. I mean, that Belmont team is 8-2. You know, and if you look at some of the Belmont games, they took out Norwell 32-0. Now, Norwell struggled this year. They put up 48 points against Huntington North. They took care of Leo 24-21. There was a point in time this season we thought Leo might run the table in the new Northeast 8 Conference. And Belmont knocked them off 24-21. They took out New Haven, who's still playing tonight, 31-14. Their first sectional game against McConaughey, which I don't think has a great program. Not quite sure what their record is. I don't think it's very good. Well, 6-4, better than I thought it was. So,
but they played some 1A and 2A schools most of the year, so you know they didn't have a real strong schedule. It looks like.
So that Belmont squad is a good football team, and the Jets knocked them off in week 1, sitting pretty here in the second round of sectionals. And it's going to take a drastically different-looking second half than the first half for the Raiders to turn this around.
Yeah, the Raiders, they're almost going to have to come out and throw the football. As much as they showed they can throw the football when we called the game down in Indianapolis.
Yep, they did.
They're not comfortable doing it, but they can throw the football.
And they've attempted a couple passes tonight, but they didn't look really good early on. I mean, the Jets' defense has been swarming. So give credit for where credit's due. Eastside, that game is going to halftime. Eastside 13, Woodland 7. So the Blazers on top of Woodland. Well, I don't think there's many people who would have thought tonight Woodland would be down at halftime.
I wouldn't have.
Against Eastside.
I would have definitely lost a bet on that one, I think. So
Blazers on top of Woodland. You got any comments you want to send us here? Just hashtag us via Twitter, hashtag Voice Sports, hashtag Voice Sports, and you may see your comment up on our broadcast screen. And as you see, we've got our scoreboard back up and operational. So thank you for bearing with us as we were off air. We were off air about a minute or so.
Yeah, a minute or two. It wasn't bad. You did that pretty quick.
Well, you know, not quite as quick as I could have done it about 20 years ago, but, you know, at this point in our life.
You say you could type faster back then?
I could think faster.
You could think faster. Oh, okay.
Speaking of how fast we are, I want to mention one of our sponsors is YMCA, and I have been going out to the Y for about 3 weeks now, and I got this dumb idea of taking these cycling classes. They go about 45 minutes, and I never feel good when I'm done.
So you're saying if I could watch you, you would look like a runner going down the River Greenway? Yeah. You're not smiling.
I've always said I've never seen a runner who has looked like they were having fun while running, and I'm sure I look pretty similar. Now, the instructor always tells me that I'm doing really well. I think they're just trying to keep me coming back.
Well, probably. You know, that's what they're paid to do.
But if anybody out there wants to do a cycling class, come out to the Y. They've got a lot of great classes. My wife does an aquatics class that she seems to really enjoy. Sim was checking out a boot camp class.
I'm not sure if I'm going to be up for that or not.
Let me know how that is, okay?
It was the only one that goes on at like 5:15 in the morning.
Well, no, there's a cycling class that goes on at 5:15.
Oh, that's right. You did say that. So, I mean, that's about the only time I could do it before I would head to Fort Wayne to go to work. And, you know, so if getting up and being at the Y at 5:15
there's something about getting up at 5:15 for boot camp.
Or getting up at 5:15,
well, that
period.
Doesn't sound appealing either, but for boot camp. I mean, at least aquatics has a little appeal, but boot camp?
Well, I don't know what all's involved in boot camp.
Do you even want to know?
Well,
what's
maybe
involved
not.
in boot camp?
I want to know before I make that decision.
Boot camp. Has anyone who has been through a real boot camp actually wanted to go through boot camp?
I can't say.
Probably anybody
not.
who's been through boot camp who said, "I want to go back to boot camp"?
No, I don't know anyone that's done that.
Okay, well, I'm just curious. It's the one that you mentioned earlier.
It is, only because it was early in the morning. So that was before I realized that there was a cycling class early in the morning.
So now you're going to do cycling in the morning.
Well, I haven't said that. I've heard your comments a few times after cycling class.
Well, I'm pretty old, so
you're not much older than I am. So.
Well, folks, I'd encourage you to go out, check out the Y. It's a nice facility, and it's great that we've got that here in Fort Wayne. Did I tell you I've been to the one up in off of Homestead Road a couple of times?
Yeah, you said you were there the other day.
Yeah, I've been there twice now. I haven't done boot camp there, though.
Haven't you? Well, I'll see if I can get you signed up. That's not far from my office.
There's a climbing wall there. I haven't done
really?
that either.
I would like to try
you
that.
Try that? Well, you're not far. I mean, you're right around the corner.
I'm right up that way.
And if you join the Y in Bluffton, you automatically can go to any of the Ys in Fort Wayne.
I was hoping to join you this week up there, but my week didn't cooperate.
Yeah.
So
I walked outside today. It's a little chilly.
I was outside today also. It was a little muddy where I was at, though.
You seem to get a lot of that mud and rain, and that kind of comes with the.
It comes with the territory. So
I'm
never walking around in the.
I know everyone listening is just enthralled by listening to what Sim and I go through on a day-to-day level.
Well, we don't have our Bluffton stats, so we had to fill some time there somehow.
That's right. Let's see. What else is going on? Well, the NBA has started, and my Sixers are off to another no-win start. So,
well, how many games have they played?
One.
Well, 0-1. You can't jump off the bandwagon yet.
Well, I'm not off the bandwagon, but, can I call it a tank yet?
Not quite.
Not quite. Right. At what point can you call it a tank?
If they're 0-10.
0-10 at that point?
Yeah, then you can pretty much give up on it.
All right. Yeah, NBA started, NHL started, NFL is well underway, and my Eagles are not doing so hot.
They're not doing bad, though.
They're not doing very well.
They're not going to make the Super Bowl, but
I don't even think they're going to make the playoffs.
You don't think?
No. Chip Kelly may get run out of Philadelphia if he doesn't make the playoffs this year. We don't handle that well, Philly Eagle fans. All right. Well, the good news is we can stop talking about stuff that nobody cares about. Raiders will kick off to open up the second half. Now that I got my scoreboard fixed, I can officially tell you it is the third quarter, and the Jets are up 21-0. And Coach Mosier doesn't want the kickoff to start. He's looking back up towards the press box. Coach, I'm ready. Go ahead, kick it off. If you're waiting on me, it's okay.
Well, they've got 15 minutes on the scoreboard on the clock instead of 12.
Yeah, Coach doesn't want to go.
He doesn't want to pay. He doesn't want to play any longer than he has to, I guess.
Look, I'm on a pretty good pace here. I want to get out of here early. Put 15 on the clock. That's just not right. And it's an onside kick. Hasn't gone 10 yards yet. The Raiders fall on it.
The Jets just stood there and watched the ball.
It's like they were waiting for it to go 10 yards. I mean,
they could have dropped on it at 8.
Exactly. It's like the Jets were waiting for it to go 10 yards. The Raiders were waiting for it. And as soon as it crossed midfield, I like it. I like that call. You're down by 21.
Yeah.
What the heck? You need something to change the momentum. And
yeah, I don't think the clock stopped.
I think the scoreboard guy thought, well, I had to make up that 3 minutes on the clock, so I better just keep it running.
He's just going to keep it going. He knew Coach Mosier wanted the game done quicker, so
he says, "Look, I can take the cue here. He wants the clock to run."
And they're not. Yeah, they adjusted it back a little.
All right, first and 10 for the Raiders from the Jets 49 after the onside kick. And they'll go right up the middle, and Trissel gets to the outside, picks up first down yardage. So Trissel, I think that was Trissel.
Trissel, gain of about 12.
And the Raiders, after the onside kick, first play picks up 12. They're inside the 40 to the 38, and see if the Raiders can keep this drive moving. This would be big if they could pick up a score here. They'll go to the first man through and thrown back after a couple yard, maybe a yard. Give them a couple. There's Cody Bass on the carry, 2nd down and 8. This is probably this should be the first time, really, the Raiders are in true 4-down territory. 2nd down and 8 from the 36. Double wing set. Bass will go in motion. Hand off to Trissel. He'll get a couple more, but not more than that. It's going to be 3rd down and 6. Well, a long 6. So 3rd and 6, 10:40 to go on the clock here in the third. 21-0 Jets. Ball at the 35. Receiver split here on the near side. And they'll go to Trissel again, and he's not going to get enough for the first down. Another 2-yard pickup.
Yeah, 2 yards at a time is not going to cut it.
Nope. And boy, that's 4th and a very long 4.
Well, they got a good spot at it. That's probably 4th and about 5.
So 4th, we're going to call it 4, but it's a long 4. Jets fans stamping the stands. And Bonowit is not going to get it. And the Raiders will turn it over on downs. Back the other direction we go. Jets football at the 9:38 mark.
Well, the Raiders did what they had to do. They had to score.
Yep, and they had to go it on 4th. Yep. I mean, it could have been 4th and 7, and they really had to go for it.
They had to. But now the defense has to come up with a stop.
They really do. They've got to come up with a stop.
So let's see what the Jets can do. They split a receiver on the far side of the field.
So double wing. They'll put the man in motion, and they'll keep it up the middle to Bates. The Raiders will stop it at about a 2-yard pickup. Be 2nd down and about 7.5. Ball at the 34. 9:38 to go in the third. 21-0 Jets. Receivers split. Haven't seen too many split receiver formations. And Hurst this time is cut down for a loss.
Yeah, loss of about 5 there.
Well, this is a big play.
Yeah, if they can stop them here.
They can turn them 3 and out. They should get decent field position back.
Last 3rd and long the Jets had, they completed about a 25-yard pass down the right sideline.
Receivers split. Hammond under center. They'll put the man in motion, and they'll give it to Bates up the middle, and not going to be enough. It's going to be 4th down, and the Jets should have the punt unit coming out. And they do. So the Raiders hold. Fourth and about 7. Special teams for the Jets tonight have been really good. Kickoffs, extra points, they've been solid all night. Low snap, but gets it underway and a decent punt. And the Raiders will let it fall in front of them. It'll be down to about the 34, and Raiders will get another shot. Thank you for joining us here on the Voice Sports Network. Scott Menser, Sim Kitfer on the call, Dalton Craig on the camera for us tonight.
And a variety of apartment arrangements. Call Adams Woodcrest at 738-403 healthy in every way.
No, I hear you couldn't see it because of the players.
What do we got? We got a flag, Sim?
I must have missed a penalty somewhere on the return.
Take the ball down inside the 25.
So a 10-yard setback for the Raiders, and now it's back at the 24. First and 10, Southern Wells. Second man through is not going to get much. Give him a yard. Second down and 9. $21-0 Jets. And pitch it out on the far side. He does catch the edge, and that's going to be enough for a first down. Raiders hand it off to Barkus, and Barkus finds the edge, dances down the sideline. First down, Raiders.
I wondered how long it'd be till they tried to. They'd been running up the middle and up the middle and up the middle. They hadn't tried that outside, and
that's very true. First and 10, Raiders. I know it drops back. Going downfield, has a man with a step, complete. Pulled down from behind. Huffman with the reception all the way down to the 15. You know, I had kind of forgotten, and now thinking back to that Park Tudor game, there were some throws that Bryce
he has
put
a
right
stronger
on the target.
He's got a good arm. I mean, it's not real strong, but he's got good touch on it. He can throw the ball quite a ways.
And that thing was laid out perfectly, right in stride to Huffman, all the way down to the 15. Raiders threatening for the first time. Barkus on the edge, turns the corner, looking for the pylon. No.
Oh, that was close.
Just short. I think I said that was Barkus. That was Cody Bass on the carry.
Cody Bass.
Sorry about that. It's Cody Bass on the carry, not Barkus. My bad. So first and goal, Raiders from the 1.
First and goal on the 1.
Well, I know what under center, hand off, and a lot of people saying that the ball is loose, but and ball right near the nose of the goal line,
and from here it looks like you can't get much closer to that goal line without being on it.
You keep going up the middle, Sim.
Yeah, I think I do. And, at least one more.
I'd like to see him kind of set up they've set up in the eye a couple of times. Bonowit, I don't think he got in either. Well,
I think you line up like that again and you pitch outside. Just a quick little pitch out off the outside. Have Huffman seal that corner and you're going to walk right in.
I think you're right. So 3rd and goal. 6:08 on the clock. Raiders will have 2 more cracks at it. Wishbone formation again. Bonowit will keep it himself.
Still didn't get it.
Still did not get in. Well, they're going to give it one more shot.
You've tried 3 times with Bonowit going up the middle, and they're not getting enough of a push. I think you've got to do something different here.
Crowd on their feet. 4th and 1. Trying to turn away on a goal line stance. The snap. Bonowit with the push. Touchdown Raiders. So the Raiders are on the board, 21-6, pending the extra point. I guess if you're going to do it the hard way, that is the hard way.
4 tries to go about 6 inches, it looks like.
But you know what? It's all a touchdown. And the kick is up, and it looks good from here. It is. And with 5:19 left to go in the 3rd, score has been cut to 14. Jets 21, Raiders 7 on the Subway scoreboard. We'll be back.
The Big Philly Cheesesteak. Every meat lover's dream. With lots of steak smothered in melted cheese, it's easy to see why this classic is the taste that Philly is so proud of. Subway melts loaded up with your favorite fresh fixins and lots of ooey gooey melty cheese. They're the ultimate in flavor. For a limited time only, try the chicken cordon bleu or the chicken marinara melt. It's melted goodness made irresistible. Subway of Bluffton. Eat fresh with 2 locations to serve you on North Main and inside Walmart.
At First Bank of Bern, you can depend on us to make personal banking easy. That's right, easy. With free online banking, a free bill pay service, a free Visa check card, free mobile banking, and of course convenient locations and ATMs. Actually, our employee-owned community bank has been making life easier for our customers since 1891. It's what generations of folks have come to expect. For personal banking, you can depend on us to make it easy. First Bank of Bern. Bern, Bluffton, Decatur, Kokomo, Peru, Portland, and Van Wert. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Jets will kick it off. They'll onside it again. Ball still loose. A scrum for it, and it looks like the Jets got it.
Yeah, that ball just sort of hopped and skipped past everybody.
Sim, I'm going to tweet something out, so I'm going to throw this to you for a second.
I'm Black to Bluffton. The Jets will take over at the 39-yard line. Got the wings, one back, got receivers split each side. Hammond drops back. He's going to throw the ball. Going long. He's got a step. Oh, it's broken up. Almost intercepted. That was Biddle that broke that pass up. Varl had a step on him originally, but the ball was just a little bit underthrown. Give Biddle a chance to come back and make a play on it. So it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 39. 4:59 left here in the 3rd quarter.
Just to show you how dominant this Jets defense has been, if you disregard the Woodland game, right, they had not given up a touchdown since the Heritage game back on September 11th.
Wow.
Shut out Heritage, only gave up 3 to South Adams. And, boy, running hard again is Hunter Bates. Bates has had a really good night tonight. Going to be a yard short of the first down. They shut out Heritage. They only gave up 3 to South Adams. They shut out Southern Wells. They shut out Bluffton. They lose the sectional by 1 to Woodland. And then last week they shut out Westo. Defense has not allowed many points at all this year. 3rd down and 1. Looking for a hole and finding just enough is Bates. 1st down Jets right across midfield.
They are so hard to stop in that short yardage for a 1st down.
4:14 to go here in the 3rd. Receivers split. Loose ball on the ground. And Raiders have recovered. Wow. I tell you what, we talked about how this second half had to be almost a total opposite of the first half. If the Raiders could drive and put this thing in,
they're within 7 points.
Whole new ball game.
Yeah, Briar Beeks came up with that fumble.
So Raiders take over in Jets territory. 1st and 10 from the Jets 48. Raiders with new life. They got down the field on a connection between Bonawit and Huffman. See if they put the ball back up in the air again. They'll pitch it out. And a halfback pass. And looking for Bonawit.
A little bit of a trick play there to start out. Yeah, it's worth a try. I guess.
I think Bryce's spot behind center is pretty safe.
Yeah.
Second down and 10. Double wings. Bonawit setting his backs. And Bonawit will keep it himself. Pitches out wide. Bass puts his head down and picks up about 3-4 yards. Gets it out to about the 45. We'll give him 3. Not quite to the 45. We'll call it 3rd down and 7. 3rd and 7. Probably 4 downs for the Raiders. You want to at least get it close here. See if they put it up in the air. Bonawit. And Bonawit is going to get away from tacklers and pick up the 1st down. He was hit behind the line of scrimmage. I don't know how.
I'm not sure how he got away from that tackle.
1st down Raiders.
That
Bryce
was big.
Bonawit. That was huge. I mean, he was hit below the knees, and somehow
probably 2 yards deep.
And somehow he stayed upright and managed to pick up a 1st down, and the Raiders keep this drive alive with 2:54 to go in the 3rd. Pass in motion. They'll pitch out. He's got a blocker in front of him. Cuts it back inside, goes back outside. Good 1st down yardage for Bass. And Sim, I think I keep working that outside till the Jets show they could stop it because they're not getting much inside. They have worked and worked that inside. And
they must, I think it's like they found a weakness on the left side of that defense, and they haven't gotten it here on the right side.
Maybe that was a halftime adjustment. They saw something and talked about it at half. And now they'll go the other direction. Again, blockers in front. Going to the outside, still following his blockers. And Barkus drug down inside the 20. And the sticks move again. Now they go the other direction to the outside.
Yeah. Those linebackers are cheating in, trying to cover
Well, I
that
tell you what,
inside.
that's another nice job by the receivers blocking down the field. And you can see Barkus's faith in his wide receivers.
He followed him.
He followed him. So 1st and 10 from the 17. $1:46 left to go in the third. Bonawit on the option, cuts it back inside, twists and turns, and that's going to be close to a first down. Bryce needs to be careful with the football.
He had that out pretty wide going around that corner.
And they may measure this.
The Raiders have the Tigers back, or the Jets back on their heels here a little bit.
Do. 21-7, but the Raiders driving. Okay, see, if I'm the Raiders, I want this to be short because you get another play.
And it's
short. Second and short. If this is a first down, now you've got four. You got 4 plays to go. What? 6 yards. Now you've got a 5th play.
Yep, and it was a little bit short, so they have that extra play.
So 2nd down and 1 from the 7. 1:32 to go in the third. 21-7 Jets. Jets have not scored here in the second half. Raiders looking for number 2. Bonawit walks him up to the line. Double wing, single back. Receiver wide on the far side. Hands it to Trissel. He'll pick up the first down. And see where they mark it. Well, he just picked up the...
Just picked up the first
enough.
down. They motioned that pretty quick.
That extra play didn't help him much.
He only gained about 6 inches there.
1st and goal from the 6. So it was 1st and goal from the 6 inches last time. It took 4. Now it's 1st and goal from the 6-yard line. And they keep running inside.
Man, there's just not much there.
No gain on that play. Maybe a fraction of a yard. 2nd and goal from the 6. Clock at 38. Play clock at 20. 2nd and goal from the 6. Another inside run. He got across the 5, then pulled back by his jersey. Trissel on the carry. Gets inside the 5 to the 4. It's 3rd down, and the time will run out. We've concluded the third quarter. Your Subway scoreboard reads Jets 21, Raiders 7. We'll be back.
Collision Repair, brought to you by Lauren's Body Shop.
All repair shops are basically the same.
False. There are substantial differences among repair shops. Some have made large investments in equipment and training, others have not. Always do your homework when selecting a repair facility.
In business since 1951, Lawrence Body Shop on East Dustman Road specializes in insurance collision repair, offers free estimates, and an outstanding limited lifetime warranty. Visit lawrencebodyshop.com.
Pizza Hut is changing the way you think about pizza with their Flavor of Now menu. With over 2 billion combinations of new ingredients, crusts, and sauces, you can customize your pizza and take it where pizza has never gone before. But don't stress, all the old-time favorites are still available. At Pizza Hut, it's everything you've always loved about pizza and more. Order online now at pizzahut.com or download our mobile app. Pizza Hut Flavor of Now menu at your local Pizza Hut in Bluffton.
We go to the 4th. 12 minutes left to play as we go to the fourth. 21-7. Raiders will come out. It's going to be 3rd and 4 from the 4 as we go to the opposite side of the field. Raiders looking for their second score tonight, the second in the half. Jets inside the 5 have been very stingy. Bass on the far wing. Barkas on the near wing. Trissel, the back. Bonowit keeps it himself and is going to be short again. Gets it down to about the 1.
So what will what do they do here? It took them 4 times to get it in from the 1 the last time.
I pitch it out wide and I head for the pylon.
I have to agree with you. They got Coleman going out that side, and he's proved he can block out there.
Bonowit under center. 4th and 1. It's a big 4th down and looking for it. And they shut him down. A goal line stance gets the crowd on their feet. And the Raiders have been turned away. And that might be a real pivot point in this contest.
Yeah, that takes a little wind right out of the sails there.
And, I hate to keep beating it, Sim, but I think you at least take one shot outside. One, at least. You've been picking up 7, 8, 9, 10 yards a carry on the outside. And you go 4 times inside. Man. You can tweet me and tell me I'm wrong, but #voice sports. #voice sports, but the Jets aren't going to give you many opportunities to punch it in, and they showed you in that last drive.
Yeah.
It took 4 times to go a half yard. Jets keep it on the ground. Picks up a yard, puts it at the 5. It's going to be 3rd down. Call it 6 here. We're in the 4th. 11:50 to go. Both teams have all their timeouts left. 21-7 Jets. It was 21-0 at halftime. It looked like the Jets, who had really done nothing in the first half, they've come out. They've been aggressive. Oh, and Bates with a huge run inside. And, man, Hunter has had some big runs tonight. And that might be one of the bigger ones. Gets him out.
Yeah, because the Raiders had them 3rd and 6.
They would have been punting in out of the end zone.
Yep.
And Hunter Bates gets the job done. And the Jets move the chains, keep the clock running, up by 14 with a fresh set of downs. Hurst with the carry that was Iker. And boy, Steppen has just not had much room tonight.
I think he
That's
had
another
he
loss.
had a knee injury earlier in the year, and you wonder if he's maybe not 100%.
I think that's the 3rd time he's touched it, and I don't know that he's got a positive yard yet.
I don't think so, because he's lost another one there, didn't he?
So 2nd down and 11 after the loss of 1. And Bates again bouncing off Raiders. Well, he's a hard runner. So 3rd and 5. So another 3rd down situation. Bates has come up big several times on third down tonight. Raiders need to stop. Jets just want to grind this game out for the last 9 minutes. They'll put a man in motion. They'll pitch out to Bates. And Bates, I don't think he got it. A little animated coming off the field.
Yeah, he wasn't happy coming off the field there.
Well, the Raiders with a stop, so they'll get the ball back. 4 seconds on the play clock. They'll bring it down to 3. They get the punt away. Boy, great punt. Holy cow. Look at that bounce.
A monster
Inside
punt.
the 20. I tell you what, this Jets special teams tonight has just been fabulous. Their kickoffs, their punts, their PATs.
They're solid. I mean, that's...
That was a great-looking punt. Gets the roll all the way down inside the 20 to the 19. Now the Raiders have 80 yards to go to try to cut this to a one-possession game. So see what Bryce Bonawit and his trio of backs can put together. They did some damage running on the outside. And once again, they turn that corner. And I hate to sound like a broken record, but I don't know why that they don't go to the outside when they're inside the 5.
Yeah, I mean, they picked up 8 yards there on first down, running around, even running to the near side.
And they've shown that their receivers can block. So second down and 2. Barkas in motion. They'll go inside. And he will pick up the first down, I believe.
Yep. Looks like he made it to about almost the 21.
So Trissel,
31, yeah.
with the carry, moves the sticks. Clock down to 7:27. And right now, the clock's starting to become the enemy of Southern Wells. 1st and 10. Drops back to pass. Pressure on. He's going to be sacked. Well, play just took too long to develop, and Bryce ran out of time. So loses 4, second down and 14. You're getting to the point where you almost got to keep putting it up in the air.
Wow, that wasn't even.
Bonawit keeps it himself. Gets it almost back to the original line of scrimmage.
The problem with these runs up the middle is the clock keeps running. And like you said, the clock is starting to become the enemy now.
I mean, you're down to 6 minutes. You've got 70. You got 68 yards to go. You're picking up, even on your better runs, you're picking up, 8 yards a carry. So you're going to chew up some time getting down the field. Bonawit, pressure on, drug down. Another sack. And the Jets crowd shows their appreciation.
Yep. Brandon Shaneman, he was in the backfield quick. I mean, he had to come through almost untouched. Raiders call a timeout.
Call a timeout? All right. So we'll take a timeout. I'll be back.
We repair.
And we renew.
Surgical services at Adams Memorial Hospital, helping you be healthy in every way. We comfort.
And we deliver.
The Maternity Center at Adams Memorial Hospital, helping your family be healthy in every way.
The Bowling Center in Bluffton has Friday Night Trio League for ages 4 through 19 with sign-ups going on now. This 10-week league is at 7 p.m. on Fridays for $8.25 per week for 3 games and shoes. Also on Friday, it's Friday Fun from noon to 6 p.m. Bowl for just $1 and shoe rental is only 50 cents. The Bowling Center, 1231 South Scott Street in Bluffton. Visit bowlbluffton.com.
Well, the Raiders are going to go for it here. It's 4th and 15. They're going to have a 4-receiver set. Bonnewitt's going to drop back. Rolling rates. Got to get it off. Throwing it across the middle. Incomplete. Jets football, and Bryce didn't have a lot of time.
It didn't have a lot of time, and I think that was went to Cody Bass, and even if he had caught it, he wouldn't have had enough for a first down.
The Jets have got some pretty big defensive linemen out there right now. I mean, number 71, Ian Wellman, comes in at 6'2". I mean, they got some big kids rushing Bryce Bonnewitt. So 1st and 10 Jets from their Raider 25. They go back to the ground and into the end zone. No, yes. Hunter Bates.
5:35 in the 4th.
Hey, let me help you.
I'll tell you what.
Touchdown Jets.
Hunter Bates puts in the 4th Jets touchdown tonight. I think the press box gave the refs a little extra incentive to put their hands up. I'm just saying.
Yeah, there was a lot of yelling up here. So
extra point is perfect. And with that, your Subway scoreboard reads Jets 28, Raiders 7. We'll be back after a quick commercial break.
It's not always about speed. It's not always about sponsors. It's not always about glamour. It's about getting the job done right. No matter what you have to push, pull, or move, New Holland and your local dealers are ready to help you finish like a champion. New Holland.
Welcome back to the Voice Sports Network. At the 5:35 mark, the Jets have just put in another touchdown. Hunter Bates running hard and drug his defenders across the goal line for the 4th Jets score of the night. And it's back to a 21-point margin. Jets will kick it off. And once again, that kickoff goes back to the 5. And chopped down as he crosses the 25 to the 27. Trissel on the return. Now trying to see if we can get some score updates from some of our other crews. Sim, I'm going to tweet out a score update, so I'm going to let you take over.
Bonnewitt comes in under center. It's 2 wing backs, single back. Bonnewitt pitches outside. Running hard is Barkas. They call him down. There was a fumble, but they call him down at ball spotted at the 42-yard line of the Raiders. 5:20 remaining here in the fourth. Bonnewitt brings receiver to the right side. Keeps it running up the middle. Gain of about 3.5 or 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6. Clock still running, so the Raiders have to hustle here. Once again, they have a receiver in the near side. Trissel handed up the middle and just absolutely nothing there. Made it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd down and 6. 4 minutes and 35 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Bonnewitt takes a snap, pitch to the outside, but nothing. The Jets covered that perfectly.
I think the Jets have kind of made the adjustment to the outside run.
You know, they give the Raiders a pretty good spot there. I don't know that Cody Bass made it to the 45-yard line, but it's still 4th and about 8.
Oh, Bryce hit hard.
Yeah. So the Jets will take over again. 1st and 10 on about the 47-yard line. 3:53 in the fourth.
Well, nothing left but running out the clock here. The Jets, great football game tonight. The Raiders, hey, look, I tell you, this is a team that has been dominant all year long. Raiders came out in the second half. They were down 21-0. They get the onside kick. They eventually put a touchdown in the end zone. They had another 4th and goal from the 1. I mean,
just couldn't punch it in.
Just couldn't get. I mean, it could have easily been a 7-point game. But credit the Jets, man. Holy smokes. Come up big on the goal line. After that, get the ball back, punch in another touchdown. And right now, all they've got to do is run out the rest of the clock, and they will head to a sectional final next week.
Have we heard anything from the Woodland game?
I have not heard anything from the Woodland game. I keep seeing if I can get I might have to go to the text technique.
Go the old-fashioned way? Oh, there goes Schultz, breaks out into the open, has a blocker. He's all the way into the end zone.
And the Jets with touchdown number 5.
Drew Schultz from 42 yards out.
Just to add an exclamation point to a sectional win. So the Jets now have exceeded their offensive average for the year. Right now, they're still a point below their defensive average. Extra point, man. Extra point. That thing's ended. I think could be good from 30.
He was kicking 30-yard field goals in warm-ups. So,
like I said, the special teams tonight for the Jets have been perfect. We'll be back.
That make people want to change the subject rather than admit they probably don't have enough. That's why I focus on how the benefits of life insurance actually live on by asking people to think in terms of life without having to sell the house insurance or life without having to give up college insurance. Find out how the benefits of life insurance can live on for your family. Call me, Kevin Beatty in Bluffton at 824-1928 and put the life back in life insurance.
The new Kaler Nickel Foundation Family YMCA, 550 West Dustman Road in Bluffton, is now open and invites you to stop by and take a tour of the new facility. When you join the Y, you're not just a member of a facility, you're part of a community, surrounded by friends as well as caring and knowledgeable staff. Here are just a few of the benefits of joining the Y. professionally trained staff support, the opportunity to bring guests, plus various youth programs. You don't want to miss out on all your local YMCA has to offer. To learn more, visit fwymca.org.
Kickoff fielded at the 20, 25, gets to the outside 30, close to the 40. Barkus on the return. All right, Sim, I'm going to fire up another tweet.
All right.
So
Southern Wells takes over on the 41-yard line. 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Coleman is far side. We have handoff. Barkus once again on the inside, a gain of about 2. Clock still running, 2:42. Bonnewitt gets the call from the sidelines, passes it out. Got the wings with a single back, got Trissel in the backfield. Trissel takes the handoff up the middle. Gain of maybe 2 more. Be third down and a long 5. Maybe third down and 6. So ball's on the 44-yard line. 2:10 left. Bonnewitt gets the call from the sideline. Trissel up the middle. He breaks it through. First down.
I think that's one of the few times up the middle they've gotten past the first line of defense into the secondary.
Defensive line. I mean, it forced a linebacker or a defensive back to make a tackle. So, but you know, it's too little, too late.
Yep.
So,
a couple minutes left. Clock just running out. Bonnewitt with a good fake. We'll pick up close to 5. 1:38 left. And the Raiders, in impressive fashion, will continue their sectional march in the next week.
See, they'll play on the road, too, if I looked at the because they're at the top of the bracket, so whoever wins between Tri-Central and Monroe Central will be the home team next week. So the Jets will have to travel.
Right now, the Sagarin favorite in that game is Tri-Central. I don't have any idea how that game is progressing. Barkus on the carry, and he's got a first down. The Raiders are going to end up 7-4 on the year. Jets will improve to 10-1, and they will play again next week. And loose ball. Bonnewitt falls on it. And at 30 seconds, we should have one more play in this game, and it should just about do it. As the Raiders fans starting to clear the stadium. Trissel picks up a first down, which will stop the clock to move the sticks.
So if they get up there quick, they'll have time to run one more.
And they're going to call. They're going to call a timeout.
They're going to try and put 7 more on the board.
Why not? We'll be back.
We serve
and we care.
Med-Surg and ICU at Adams Memorial Hospital. Always here so you stay healthy in every way. We monitor
and we prevent.
Worthman Fitness at Adams Memorial Hospital. Our goal is for you to be healthy in every way.
Welcome back. Raiders are on a timeout right now. There's 12 seconds left. Just trying to get an extra score to finish out the game. Kind of a moral victory. Very impressive game by the Jets tonight as they continue their march, literal march towards a sectional championship game. Leo is up 40-0 right now. And that is your ball game. We're going to take a timeout. We'll come back with a few quick thoughts. The Jets march on. 35-7 is your Subway final. We'll be back in a couple minutes.
Hi, this is Brent Heidi of Heidi Chrysler in Bluffton. The good old days of shopping for a car. No high-pressure sales, people who knew your name, an owner on the premise who cared. You can still experience that at Heidi Chrysler. Since 1975, we have been there for you after the sale with a service department that has consistently been awarded the 5-star award, the highest ranking Chrysler gives to its dealers. So if buying a car with no hassles and at the right price is what you're looking for, then stop by Heidi Chrysler today. You can find us on North Main Street in Bluffton, and when you do, you'll see that at Heidi Chrysler, our reputation means a great deal.
Hi, this is Dale from the Voice Enterprises. For countless years, I struggled with back pain, and more often than not, the doctors would just prescribe pain meds, which would just dull the pain. It wasn't until I was referred to Indiana Physical Therapy that I truly experienced pain relief. The professionals at IPT showed me the correct exercises and stretches for my problems, and my back pain began to fade away, and as a result, my entire body began to feel better. Indiana Physical Therapy's highly trained professionals treat all types of injuries and ailments and accept all insurance. For more information on IPT or to schedule an appointment, call 824-0522 or visit indianapt.com.
Welcome back. No doubt about this one. Jets got up early, 21-0 as we went into halftime to cap up your second half scoring. Raiders did score first in the second half. Bonnet from 1 yard out at the 5:19 mark. The PAT was good. It was 21-7. That's what the score was when we headed into the fourth quarter. Adams Central Hunter Bates on a 25-yard gallop with 5:35 left in the fourth. PAT was good. It was 28-7. After a turnover on downs, after a quarterback sack, Adams Central Schultz goes 42 yards at the 3:06 marks in the fourth. PAT was good. 35-7, and that's the way the game ended up. The Jets advance. And another game where the Jets put up more than 30. They give up a touchdown or less. And this team, and you know what? They did it tonight, and Eicher didn't do anything. It was not a factor. It
wasn't even a factor at all.
So if he can continue to get healthier and healthier into the next game, further down the road, boy, this team's got some weapons.
Yeah, not that Hunter Bates needed any help tonight.
Well, that's true. But one more guy.
Yep. So they could, they get everybody back healthy, they could go pretty deep.
Absolutely. This is a good-looking ball club. They're solid on every aspect of the game, offense, defense, special teams. They showed a goal line stance tonight. They showed punting. They showed extra points. They showed kickoffs. They showed running. Didn't see a lot of passing tonight, but they did hook up on one.
Yeah, they had one that was probably 25 yards.
They had one long completion, but they didn't need it.
No,
they didn't need it.
They did at that time because it was 3rd and 20.
They did at that time. That's true, but in the big picture, didn't really need it. 35-7, Jets advance. Thank you for joining us here on the Voice Sports Network. I'm Sim. He's Sim. I'm Scott. Dalton's on top. We're going to take a very quick timeout, and we'll come back with your players of the game.
Stuck in a state of falling behind, struggling to keep up with your kids, your finances, your insurance, your life? Then let me, Kevin Beatty in Bluffton, help you simplify and get to a better state. Because with me handling your auto, home, and life insurance, you'll have more time to handle everything else. More money, too, because adding State Farm policies can earn discounts that could add up to 40% and actually help you get ahead. Call me, Kevin Beatty in Bluffton, today and get to a better state with State Farm. 824-1928.
Well, welcome back. Let's start out with our WellsCountyVoice.com player of the game. And, a couple guys we can look at tonight. I think Bryce Bonawit was steady tonight. He had that nice long pass, which set up the first touchdown. He scored the only touchdown tonight for Southern Wells. Their three running backs had some moments tonight.
nothing spectacular.
But I think right now, if you got to go with someone, it's Bryce Bonowit.
I'd have to agree. I think Bryce Bonowit would be the player of the game in my eyes.
So the WellsCountyVoice.com player of the game is Bryce Bonowit. On the AdamsCountyVoice.com side of the ledger, I think it's got to be Hunter Bates.
Yeah, there's no doubt there.
Hunter just had a whale of it. He had, not only did he score touchdowns tonight, there were some third down long situations that he had some big runs to keep drives alive. And he literally, I think, carried this team via his legs tonight. And even though this score looks 35-7, there were a couple moments in this game when they needed a big play. Hunter Bates came up big.
Absolutely. And they were, when they had the turnover on downs on the 1 yard line, and Southern Wells had them 3rd and 5 and 6, and Bates rolls off about a 15-yard run
and that was the backbreaker.
Yeah, at that point, the Raiders could have had the ball in real good field position with a chance to score again, and that just killed it.
That's going to do it for the Wells County Voice coverage for the year, as all the Wells County schools are now out of the state tournament. Jets will continue to move on. We want to thank Dalton Craig for working up top on the press box, giving you the footage tonight. Not a bad night for Dalton, but he still doesn't have the comfort of inside the press box, which we get to enjoy, so we appreciate Dalton for everything that he does for us. Final tonight, Jets 35, Raiders 7. Great game for the Jets. They will advance, and right now we don't have any scores, but we suspect they will play the winner of the Tri-Central Monroe Central game, and right now, if the ratings hold firm, that should be Tri-Central. Last count, Leo was up big. Woodland was down, but I have not gotten a score update. Whoa! Check that out. The Woodland Warriors win 14-13, coming down from behind 13, and the Warriors advance. So Woodland survives against a scrappy Eastbrook Blazer team, and they will advance tonight, as will the Jets, as will the Leo Lions. Have not gotten a New Haven score in tonight, so not sure how the Bulldogs are doing. Thank you for joining us here on the Voice Sports Network. I'm Scott Mentzer for Sim Kipfer and Dalton Craig. Have a great weekend. Trick or treat.